Hey, what's going on today, guys? So, on another Throwback Thursday with a little bit of news thrown in there somewhere, we're going to get Jingles unboxed. Now, Jingles is from last year's Cyber Monday mystery box that for some reason Funko did not do this year. But that is where Jingles come from. He come from last year's Cyber Monday mystery box, which I thought was kind of successful. But I mean, they did make it a little too expensive and it had a little too many of them in there. Really quickly before we get started, guys, I want to say thank you to everybody who was here early. I want to say Merry Christmas to everybody who's already wished me a Merry Christmas, guys. But don't forget, tomorrow, Mr. TechBot and myself are still going to be live at 6 p.m. So if you don't have anything going on at 6 p.m. Standard Eastern Time tomorrow, make sure that you come and hang out with me and Mr. TechBot on Christmas. We're still going to go live. We're still going to hang out. We're still going to talk with you guys. Now, like I was saying, last year I picked up Jingles here from the Cyber Monday mystery box, which to me, look, there was a few of the pops in there that made this mystery box truly worth picking up, and this was one of them. This one, and then there was a Scooby-Doo, and then there was the big 10-inch Boo Berry. All of those to me truly made it worth picking up that mystery box. Now, it was a little too expensive. They did have too many pops in it. They should have backed it down to maybe 5 pops or maybe even just 2 or 3 pops. They could have easily backed that down to a little smaller to make it a little bit more affordable. That way, they could have got it out to you guys a little cheaper. Elijah, how are you doing today, brother? It is good to see you. So, Jingles, as I was saying just a second ago, this is one of them that I've never gotten out of the box, and that's kind of what I've been doing here on Throwback Thursdays is I go through my pops and I grab the ones that I've either never gotten out of the box or they are really old, and I kind of just want to revisit that pop in general. Michaela, hey, how are you doing today? So Jingles is made to look like an ornament. He's a really cool pop. I don't know if you've ever seen him. I know that there's a lot of pictures right now going out there around him. They got him kind of hanging from the tree. They got pictures of him in front of the tree. There's all kinds of really cool pictures of Jingles out there right now. So if you get a chance and you're on Instagram, go check them out. They're all over the place. It's a really awesome pop. That was one of them that I was really excited came in that mystery box. Michaela, it's also going to be your birthday as well. So that's kind of like a 2-for-1, right? My birthday comes on the 20th, which is just a touch before Christmas, which I don't know if that's going to be better than your birthday or worse than your birthday, because I always got Merry Christmas, Happy Birthday gifts. I'm assuming that you're going to get those as well. You have to throw in a comment and tell me that if you get those Merry Christmas, Happy Birthday gifts, because growing up as a kid, I used to get those all the time. I think as a kid that kind of bothered me. As I got older, I truly understand, and it's probably the same thing for you. You'll understand a lot better as you get older, and it'll be cool. That is going to be my pop for the Throwback Thursday, but I got a lot of stuff that I want to go over. I got some leaks. I'm going to bring up Reddit, and we're going to kind of look at one of the leaks that are on there. Now, look, full disclosure, when I'm looking at these leaks, I don't honestly know if they're leaks or not. And sometimes the leaks happen the day before or the day of the release of the pop. So we have to ask ourselves, was it truly a leak, or was it just somebody taking a picture or something and saying that it was a leak? Or was it somebody who just made a custom real quick and made a really blurry picture and said that it was a leak? Now, I have one of those on the Reddit that I'm going to pull up. It is just a blurry picture to me that, someone called a leak. I don't necessarily know that if I consider those a leak or not. Look, I'll let you be the judge of that. Just know going into it, when I'm showing you these leaks, they either might be leaks or they might not be leaks. I mean, it's kind of like that iffy situation, right? Is it a leak? Is it not a leak? Could it be a leak? I mean, it definitely could be a leak. Josh, how are you doing today, bud? So, like I said, it could be a leak. Then again, it could not be a leak. Sometimes when I see these leaks, I mean, they're right on point. They're right to the job. I mean, they know what's going on. They have it. And then other times they're way out in left field somewhere. It's one of them that's never going to happen. So let's get over there and check that out real quick. So the first one I'm going to pull up is going to be SpongeBob. SpongeBob here is supposed to be a confirmed leak. As you see, right above it there, it says it is a confirmed leak, SpongeBob. Let me see if I can get that a little bigger for y'all. So it says right up at top, you can kind of read it in that little pinkish neon pink. They say that it's a confirmed leak. Discovery Bay JB, how are you doing, brother? Now they say that it's a confirmed leak. I'm going to tell you right now that I don't think this is a confirmed leak because I want you to look at it. I don't know if this pop's been released yet. I don't know if he's out there, but I want you just to look at it really quickly, right? What I want you to look at is the barbells in his hands look like they're bigger than the box, right? So the stuffed animals on each side of it, to me, look as if it's bigger than the box. Now, would I like to see this pop? Absolutely. I'd love to see this pop because, you know, I think I've shared this story before. Me and my daughter, we used to watch SpongeBob together when she was just this wee little thing, right? She was this wee little thing. And we used to sit down and watch SpongeBob together. And there was a point in my life where I knew every single episode of SpongeBob. I mean, every single episode, because she was slightly addicted to it, a lot like the kids get addicted to Barney and the other stuff that the kids watch. Well, she liked to watch SpongeBob, so we used to sit down every day and we would just watch episode after episode after episode after episode. It was almost like binge watching it until we had seen every single one of these guys. I would like to see this one. I've got a couple of the SpongeBob pops. I would like to get this one. I don't think that it's a real pop though. Just judging on how the dumbbells look like they are bigger than that. Let's see. Whoa. Elijah here. So Elijah said that's supposed to be a hot topic. Okay, so maybe that is a real pop. I don't know. I didn't do any real research other than the fact that I pull up Reddit and I go through the leaks and then I go through them with y'all. So I am hoping that at some point they come out with that one. Every episode of SpongeBob, oh, don't be sorry. Some of them are really hysterical. And SpongeBob really is, to me, it's meant for the grown-ups, right? I know that they're a cartoon, but there's a lot of adult humor going on there in SpongeBob. Now, pulling up the IG-11. So this is supposed to be one of those bounty hunter bots from The Mandalorian. I know that we've all seen them, right? They're supposed to be this bounty hunter bot. And look, they turned it into this bot that was to protect the child, which later we know that his name is Grogu, right? So he was there to protect Grogu. I think this is going to be a Target exclusive. I also think that maybe it's already out for order, right? Because I think this is an old one. Even though they're saying it's a confirmed leak, I'm pretty sure that this is an old leak. Funko PDX, I got your package yesterday. I got it open today. That video will be Wednesday of next week. I truly appreciate it, brother. Thursday of next week, check out that video. So that IG-11, I think, is already for order at Target. I believe that it's a Target exclusive. It may not already be out there for order. Okay, so it's a GameStop exclusive. That one's all GameStop. And then we got the Good Omens. I think that they've already announced these guys. And then here's the one where I was saying a second ago that here's where I'm going to go with like the confirmed leaks versus non-confirmed leaks and all of that. Look, this is what I'm going to say. I don't believe that this is a pop, and I don't believe that it's a pop because of the blurriness in the image, right? I believe that it was purposely blurred out so that you couldn't see the pop that well, right? And look, that's just my personal opinion. It could have been leaked from the Funko shop. I don't really know, but in my opinion, when I look at this, I think that's not truly a leak, just because even the worst of the worst phones right now take extraordinary pictures, and I feel like you would have had to have done some work to downgrade the picture, right? Almost like you would have had to have turned the contrast down and maybe dehazed it a little, unhazed it, not dehazed it. Maybe you might have even had to unhaze it a little so that you could make it look as blurry as that image is. And that's why I say that that's not a real pop. Now, look, I could be 100% wrong. They could come out with this thing tomorrow. I'm just showing you what's on Reddit is their confirmed leaks, right? So look, I don't know if these are confirmed leaks. I know that when they're on here, they got the little tag that says it's a confirmed leak. I don't know what these guys have to go through to get their stuff considered a confirmed leak, but it's pretty cool going on there, checking it out. And look, y'all don't have to go on there and check it out on your own. I'll pull them up every Thursday and we can go through here and check them out together. So I'm going to get over here to the comments real quick, because guys, I haven't been ignoring you. I've just kind of been going through this real quick. Lots of SpongeBob's and there's a lot of Hot Topic SpongeBob's for sure. I mean, that's definitely for sure. Hot Topic store today had so Did you pick that one up? What did they look like? Throw me a comment over there, Knox, and tell me what those pops look like. Were they pretty cool? Did they look good? Were you happy with them? Do they look anything like pops? Because my feeling is those aren't going to look anything like a pop, right? I mean, they're going to look nothing like a pop whatsoever. I'm gonna try and back up on this page without it like losing y'all, and we will see what happened. Oh, there we go. We already know these came out. We already know those came out. So I'm gonna get off this page real quick, and we are going to move over into our Instagram, right? So let's get our Instagram pulled up, and we will see what's going on the gram today, because this is one of my favorite things to do. I have not been on here and checked it out since I was on here with y'all last, so it's going to be completely new to me what's on there. I do know what some of the stuff that Funko has released because I tend to follow the Funko app, right? And I don't know if y'all follow the Funko app. I don't do any pricing. I don't really flip it. I'm trying to figure out how to say this. So the chase roulettes have kind of gotten me into having to flip just a little bit. I mean, just a little bit, not a whole lot, just a little bit. So I don't really get into like the price of things. Chase, how are you doing, brother? I don't really get into the price of things. I don't really get into a lot of that. I don't even really know what my collection is worth. A lot of my collection is not even in the Funko app anymore. I think I stopped somewhere around 150 or 160, somewhere in that ball game is where I stopped, right? And look, so I don't really get on there to find out how much things are worth. I don't get on there to know what's in my collection. If I wanted to know what was in my collection, I'd turn around and look. I mean, so look, that's how I stand with that one. Let's see what Knox said about those pops. Knox said they look pretty good. Don't okay, so I could see them looking just like the ad icon. My fear is that they were really pulling away from the pop, right? But I guess I'm gonna have to see them in person. I have a lot of those on order, so I would just have to like wait and see what those look like when they come in. So like I said, I'm gonna get this Instagram pulled up, and we're gonna get on there and see what they have. I haven't been on there since I've been on here with you. I just don't go to their page and check it out. So where's that at? It is here somewhere. Oh, before we get into that, guys, let's check this one out. So I wanted to talk about this one really quickly before we get into that, because this goes into my Funko news. So they did finally release the Carter 3. Now, this is going to be the Lil Wayne album. It's number 7 out of the collection. This is the last one that I know of. So they haven't released any after this. I haven't seen any leaks after this. This is the one that I am truly going after. Now, I've only seen it for sale on Big Apple Collectibles. I don't shop Big Apple Collectibles. I don't like Big Apple Collectibles. I don't trust Big Apple Collectibles. So I am not ordering it from Big Apple Collectibles at this moment, but this one, I'm waiting on it to come up for pre-order on Entertainment Earth or one of those guys, and I'll jump on there and I'll get it pre-ordered. But it's going to be the Carter 3. This is number 7 out of the albums. If you are collecting the albums, this is one of them that I'm going to say to you, don't get caught slipping. There's a lot of us out there that aren't collecting the albums, and look, I understand it. They're not a pop, right? But they're almost the same price of the pop, only a few dollars more, and it still has the pop inside of it. So try and remember that when you're looking at it. It takes up a lot of space, and that box is not going to last well. The person that's going to make some money is the person who figures out how to make some kind of plastic protector for those cases, right? Because it's definitely going to need one, because there's not much of that box there to hold it together. And as you can see from the top of that box already, there's nothing that folds over to clamp down to hold it structurally together up top. So it pulls away a lot on that stuff. Yeah, no, I don't buy from. This is why I don't buy from them, Knox. And then I'm going to move off of this subject. I don't buy from them because they use bots to get the con stuff. So they get the con exclusives and then mark them up to $40 a piece. And I don't buy from companies that are shady like that. And to me, that just feels shady. So I just don't do it. Don't get caught slipping on these albums. I'm telling you, look, don't get caught slipping, because what's going to happen is they're going to come out with 300 of them, and everybody is going to want the number 1 through 10, and that's going to cause an inflation, right? Supply and demand. They're no longer making 1 through 10. Now suddenly everybody's going to want 1 through 10, and I'm trying to tell you, don't get caught slipping. So this is going to be number 7 out of the group. To me, that's probably the hottest one, right? Because everybody here knows that I'm a Lil Wayne fan. I always have been. I've been to 2 of his concerts now. As soon as we open concerts back up, I'll make plans to go to another one. Look, I'm just being completely honest with you right now, and that's just the way it is. I will definitely pick that one up as soon as it comes up for pre-order somewhere else. Though I'm gonna wait for it to come up for pre-order on Entertainment Earth or one of those guys. There's no way that I'm ever like going to go for that one on the Big Apple Collectibles, because look, it's honestly been on Big Apple Collectibles now site for a couple of weeks, and they just released it. I want to say it was yesterday or today. They just released it for pre-order. Well, Funko didn't necessarily release it for pre-order. They threw it on their app as it's coming out soon, right? So that's one of them that I'm going to keep my eye out on. I'm definitely going to try and get my hands on it. I'm hoping that it's not one of them that's going to come into some 3,000 piece run that you're only going to be able to get from the Funko site on the 3rd Wednesday of the 5th month, on the 8th year and the 10th hour. And y'all, y'all know exactly what I'm saying, right? When they start getting all like crazy and weird, and the only way you're getting this album is if you have a red card and you get it from Target. Oh, I hope that that's not what we see go down with this one. Funko PDX says that he is about to drop a video. Example of why you should never pre-order from Big Apple Collectibles. Hey, drop the video, but it's look, I've never had any real deals with them. It's just the fact that I just don't like how shady they are as a company, right? I know that they're using some kind of a bot. Chase, I knew you would like that. I knew you would like that. I knew that you would like that. Got to get the red card on the 8th month of the 10th hour on the 18th day of the week of the month of the year. All right, here we go. Let's see what they have on there. Now, I don't know what this is. Let's see what it is. It is going to be from WandaVision. Okay, and it almost looks like Wanda is pregnant. If that's Wanda, I don't know. This is what I do know, is that they're about to come out with the whole like WandaVision thing coming up here soon, and they're going to come up with these. I'm trying to see how to. They're going to come up with the movie that's going to be airing. It's not a movie. It's like a series, like The Mandalorian, that'll be on Disney Plus. I kind of want to do some reading on it before it starts. I know that it starts next year. If I can get JB and Chris and JK and JKL back in on this, we'll do another one of those panel reviews the day after, and we'll sit down and talk about what we think about WandaVision. But here we go again. It is one of them that I am going to know very little about, and it is just basically going to be me hanging out with these guys while they give me an education on what's going on, which is really cool. Just in case no one here knows, right? So JB said something to me one day that stuck with me, and I've just never like went really past that, right? He says, I can't go to the cul-de-sac and talk to my neighbor about the Mandalorian or about Pops, because they're just not going to understand. Well, that's kind of the same thing when it comes to this stuff, right? I can't go to my neighbor and say, hey, teach me about Star Wars, because they're just not going to understand. So it's a lot of fun getting on there with them on Saturdays. I don't know what these guys are. Something crazy. It says it's a retro toy. I don't remember any retro toys like this. If you remember this toy, how about throw a comment over there and tell me exactly what this toy is, because I have no clue. This one's going to be from Fantasia. I do remember Fantasia, but I didn't think that there was any characters in Fantasia. Fantasia, I thought was basically just you know, I guess I could be wrong, but I didn't think that there was any real characters in Fantasia. Was there characters in Fantasia? Yeah, I don't know. Knox, what do you mean, Knox, that they're horrible on delivering? It's probably because they're selling stuff that they don't truly have. Anytime that you start putting things up for pre-order and no one else has put it up for pre-order, makes me concerned that you don't physically have your hands on them, right? Worst doll ever. I mean, I have zero clue. My little sister had them. Yeah, I don't have a clue as to what they are, what they come from, what cartoon they were. I know none of that. Not a single bit. All right, moving on. We're going to move past the Fantasia, and now we're coming into some really cool stuff. Now, it says that they're coming soon, but I know that they're already on their site. So if you, not their site, their app. I know that they're already on their app. So if you go to their app, they're already on there. This is going to be the next 5 zombies. Here's the funny thing about these zombies, though. These zombies, they showed the Hulk in a 6-inch version, right? They showed him that he was going to be in that, and they're not even calling it a 6-inch version anymore. Now they're calling it an oversized pop, is the way they showed the Red Hulk in the leaks. Now, remember when I say leaks, right? Because I'm going to use that word very loosely, right? So when I say leaks, it's very loosely. So The Red Hulk was released in a leak. It was going to be an oversized pop. That got me excited that we were going to see the Hulk in an oversized, which is the 6-inch, right? All of us as collectors know that that's the 6-inch pop. Oversized, you can name it whatever you want. Look, changing the name doesn't change the size of the pop. It just means that they don't have to like always make them 6-inch, right? That means that if they dropped it to 4.5, suddenly they can call it an oversized pop. I know how that hustle is going to work, right? So I thought that he was going to be in the oversized pop. He is not. When you go to order him, he's a standard pop, regular pop. Nothing's changed. He's the same size as the rest of them, which is disappointing because I really wanted to see him in that, that bigger size pop just because he would look right. At that point, when you put him and the rest of the Marvel characters side by side, Hulk would look proportionately right to the rest of them. A lot like how they did Andre the Giant, right? Andre the Giant was huge. So when you put him beside the Hulk Hogan, or you put him beside Mean Gene and they had him in the regular size pop, it didn't look right. When you put the oversized 6-inch pop, suddenly it makes sense, right? So that's one of them that would have made sense to me that they just didn't do, that I think they should have done. Now they have Gambit in there. Gambit to me looks like he's in the same pose that they had him before. They probably just changed his head, if I'm being honest, and I'm going to see if I can zoom in. No, that's not going to get us that much further in. Christina, how are you doing? So Pop the Heat, how are you doing, brother? So that's not going to get us that much further in, but the Gambit looks like he's in the same pose as the rest of them. The only ones I know there are going to be the Hulk, Thor. Thor looks okay to me. He's not like, I'm not going to have to go like knock stuff down to pick him up. And then we have, I'm having a hard time, and I know that I should know this, but I'm having a hard time figuring out who the little smaller guy is there that almost looks like he has something coming out of his butt. I'm not real sure what they were trying to accomplish with that, but I'm hoping the pop itself looks a lot better than that picture, because I mean it looks like he's sitting on the toilet or something, and he's having a really tragic like accident or something to that effect is what I'm getting out of that. Look, I don't know. That's just what I'm getting out of that. I'm getting that looks kind of crazy, and I'm hoping that that's not what it looks like in the box. Maybe it is. Maybe it's not. I don't really know. I'm thinking that one might actually change when we're getting close to it. Let's move on. So the zombies are always hot. They've been hot this year. I really like the Thing zombie. When they came out with that Thing in the 10-inch, I had said that I wasn't going to collect those. I was strongly against collecting the zombies because I was afraid that they were going to come into another Venom line until they actually came out with them. And then once they came out with that Venom line, I suddenly, it was that 10-inch Thing that did it. They came out with that 10-inch Thing. They knew what they were doing. That is a really hot pop. It is. It's a really hot one. So this right here has me excited because everybody here knows that I'm a DC fan. Look, I can be a DC fan and a Marvel fan all at the same time. We can go ahead and draw the line in the sand now. I can be a fan of both of them, and then I can get along with groups on both sides. I mean, because we know how like Marvel and DC fans are, right? I mean, I'm going to go ahead and draw the line in the sand now and say that I could be a fan of both of those. Yes, Christina, Harley Quinn in this one is fire. So is the Batman. Now, the Batman in the blue suit to me should have been a chase, but it is still fire. Now they say that's going to be a Funko Shop exclusive. I'm waiting on that one to come out. I'm going to be honest with y'all. I really had my fingers crossed that they were going to drop that one today because I was going to get my computer wound up and ready to like go after it. I was ready to go after that one today. They did not come out with it. Maybe they'll come out with it before Christmas. Maybe they'll come out with it Christmas Day. I don't really know, but I'm excited about that one. I am also really excited about this Robin. Now, this Chase Robin is an extremely strong chase to me, and I say this from time to time about chases that I believe truly in my heart or a strong chase, and this one to me is a strong chase. Now, I know the only thing different on him is the head sculpt. Look, I get it. The head sculpt's the only thing different, but that head sculpt makes a big difference when you are looking at this pop, right? I mean, he suddenly goes from this like real samurai ninja to this just Robin, right? And you can distinctly see the difference. And that's kind of how I feel about that Batman. When I look at that Batman, I see him in the blue suit and I see him in the black suit. Well, when I see him in the blue suit, it says to me that that's Batman Samurai. When I see him in the black suit, it says it's just Batman to me. So I really like those two. I'm going to be strongly going after those for sure. The Joker is just okay. I think they could have done a little more with him. Maybe put a samurai sword in his hand instead of that card that he's holding. I feel like they could have done just something a little bit more when it came right down to it, right? I mean, that's just how I feel, right? You tell me how you feel. I know Christina said that Harley Quinn. Are you going to go after any of these? Do you want these? Is this something that you're going to be like keeping your eye out on, or is it just a flop? Right? I mean, to me, I'm definitely going after the Chase Robin and that blue Batman. They, hands down, they're really awesome pops. Now, I'm going to get off this one as much as I don't want to because you guys know how big of a fan I am when it comes to the DC pops. But I still think that Joker's a little weak. I wish they'd have done more with that Joker. I don't understand what they were doing. They could have put a sword in his hand. They could have did so many things with that Joker that they did not do. This is going to be the Luke Cage. I'm hoping that I said that right here lately. I've for some reason I stumble all over that one when I say that. This is going to be one of the GameStop street arts. There were 6 of them in the set. I'm going to be completely honest with everybody here. I did not order this one. I didn't order this one. I just did not order this one. I didn't go after it. Look, I don't really know who this character is, so it wasn't that appealing to me. Now, I will have 5 out of the 6, and maybe if my local GameStop gets this guy in and I see him on the shelf, maybe I'll have to go grab him at that point, but I'm just not sure, right? It's not one of them that just jumped right out at me that I had to have just because I don't know the comic book character, so I didn't go after it. I mean, I just did not go after it. To hit the 390. Let's see, guys. Hey, go help super out here. Go help him out and sub to his channel real quick. Hey, I'll be here when y'all come back. Go sub real quick. Come back. Get him up to the 290. He's only 4 away. I see 8 people in the chat. They just hit there real quick. Go over there, sub to his channel. Get him to the 390. Hopefully, he's gonna do an awesome like giveaway at 400 or something, and then y'all will be able to go over there and get into it. Let's see what else they have on the gram today. That's a pretty cool one, but I don't necessarily know. This is one of them right here that I don't really know a whole lot about neither. This is from some Disney movie Soul. I think that got delayed. I don't know if it's coming out anytime soon or if it's already came out or how that's going down, but they're kind of cool looking pops, but I just don't know a whole lot about them. There's some of them that I just wish I knew more about, right? I wish that I knew more about those pops, but I just don't. And I think that the movie has already been released. If I'm thinking about it, I think you can go to Disney Plus and see it. I'm not 100% sure, but I know that it was delayed forever. And then there was, you know how everything happened with the whole COVID and everything got backed up, and we're all kind of in the same boat, right? Fabian, my buddy Fabian, how are you doing, brother? I haven't seen you over there in so long. I didn't forget you were in the chat. Fabian says that he is 4 away from 500. 4 away from 500. There is 8 people in this chat. If y'all are not subscribed to Fabian, back out real quick. Go subscribe to Fabian. Get him to the 500. I know Fabian has an awesome giveaway coming up, so make sure that you get over there and help Fabian get those 4 real quick. Let's see what else they have on the gram. Like I said, I don't know a whole lot about these Soul guys. I'm not really into them. Maybe if I watched the movie, I would get into them. I'm going to come to this one just because some of you guys might be into this. Once again, this is something that I know nothing about. This is a Netflix show. I don't really watch a whole lot of the Netflix show. My daughter likes to watch Stranger Things when it was really hot. I don't know if she's watched that in a while. I do know that they are going to finally release the Wonder Woman movie. I don't know exactly what the release date is, but I know that it's coming up here soon. Then the pops will make sense. I know that they came out with the pops a long time before they actually released the movie, and that was another one that the whole like COVID got and it slowed it down, and now it's just trying to make its like rebound coming back into it. So I have a feeling that once this movie drops, the pops are going to suddenly start to make sense. When the pops start to make sense, I'm going to say that people are going to start wanting them at that point. Now, I think that there's going to be some that you aren't going to be able to get your hands on because there's going to be like some hardcore fans that already grabbed some of the Wonder Woman pops that were on the shelves that just didn't make sense to any of us as collectors as to what they were doing, why they were there, and the movie hadn't even been released yet and wasn't planning to release. I think that those are going to go up in value quick because you're just not going to be able to get them anymore. They didn't sell that well. Funko didn't make them. They had to make a decision to cut them, right? And that's what they did. I have a feeling that later those pops are going to be the ones that people are going to watch. So, well, want. So if you're into Wonder Woman and you haven't grabbed those pops, you might want to go ahead and grab those pops before the movie comes out, because once the movie comes out, I think that it's going to become crazy hard to get your hands on it. Let's see what else they have on there. Let's see. Wonder Woman, I'm just not really that into. They got the mini on there. Minis are really cool. The minis are one of them that you kind of have to either decide you're going to collect them or you're not going to collect them. And then we have, what is this guy? This guy's the Hawaiian Punch ad icon. This is a really cool pop, but I'm going to kind of like revisit these things. And I kind of visited them earlier. We were kind of talking about it in the chat, and I kind of brought it over here. This is what I'm going to say about these guys, right? To me, they don't look a lot like a pop. To me, these things really look a lot like the ad icon themselves, right? Or the ad themselves. I'm not even going to say icon, right? Because we're making them an icon. So that's kind of what they truly remind me of it, and they don't look enough like a pop to me. I could be completely wrong about that. I haven't seen these guys in person yet, so I'm kind of hoping to see these guys in person soon, so that I can decide right there if it looks like a pop or not. But I know that if I put him in a box sideways, right, the box is going to be, it's going to start getting a little small. So does that mean that they shrunk him down a little bit to make him fit in there? I don't know. I need to see these guys in person, and I got a couple of them ordered, and I'm just waiting on them to come in from Entertainment Earth, and it's not supposed to be till next year sometime. Maybe I'll see one like at Hot Topic or one of those. I know one of you guys over here commented that they have those in Hot Topic right now. So Josh says the Groot is his favorite pop. They have so many Groots out there right now that it is insane. If you're from the 70s, yes, look, I agree. Look, I agree. I'm not actually, I was born like in the 70s. So so I agree. Look, they're definitely ad icons, right? But we'll just have to wait and see what these guys look like. To me, I feel like it's not going to look like a pop. I feel like this one's going to like start pulling away from the pop look. And that's kind of like where the whole Peanut guy, and I don't have a picture of him, and I'm going to go see if they have one real quick. The whole Planner's Peanut, to me, just really doesn't look like a pop. I mean, I think they did a great job with him. I don't think they could have done a better job with him, but I think that they could have done something maybe just a little different, right? They could have, and I'm going to have to scroll forever to try and find it, so I'm not going to find it. When you got a second, go look it up all on your own. The Planner's Peanut, to me, it looks nothing like a pop, and I mean nothing like a pop. Zero. I mean, it has this a designer plastic look to it almost. Look, I like it because of that. So there's that side of me that says I really like it because it looks like a lot of design and effort went into making it. There's the other side to me that says, well, it looks nothing like a pop. I mean, and it doesn't. So this year, when I go to make a video on the pops that look nothing like a pop, a lot of those pops will be in there, like the Planner's Peanut, the Hawaiian guy. I mean, the Coca-Cola, the cap, right? I mean, that cap looks nothing like a Funko. I mean, they took a soda cap, turned it on his side, put eyeballs on it, put it in a box, and sold it to us as a Funko Pop, and it looks nothing like a Funko Pop. So that's what I'm saying when it comes to these ad icons is to me, we're kind of like starting to fudge as to what's a pop and what's not a pop. Maybe they should have started a completely different line, maybe made them a little bigger, put them in a different box. Who knows, right? There were so many things they could have done. Now, this is going to be from the con that they just had here not too long ago. I can't remember what they called this one, and it wasn't really a con. It's one of those drops they had, right, where they, out of nowhere, they decided to drop them. I'm going to read a couple of these comments real quick. Now, I missed out on this one, and if I was going to go after any of those in this group, I would have went after that artist edition Skeletor with the all purple with the to me that's a really hot pop. I forgot that they were going to drop, and I got busy, completely slipped my mind. It wasn't until like 6 o'clock. I was like, oh, and then I went on there to check. They were gone. I knew that was going to be the case, but I was still okay with it. So we say nothing would add to our cart. And then let's see, when I went to my cart, nothing was there. WTF. Well, I mean, that's kind of the name of the game when there's that much going on. They're going to sell out in seconds. None of us will get a chance to buy them. Oh, let's see what else we got on there. A lot of people say that they got them, so that's really awesome. Let's see. Love the artist. Yeah, I love the artist edition. I'm not going to click on any of the rest of them. At least I only seen a couple of them on there that were talking about, you know, they didn't get a chance to get them. Nobody was blaming it on bots, thank God, because I think that all too often we're way too like quick to start blaming things on bots. And when you think of the fact that Funko can only be making, let's say, I'm going to ballpark, and some of you aren't going to agree, but I'm going to say that they're limiting their runs to somewhere around 20,000 pieces. If they're only making 20,000 of that guy, and then they're pumping him out into the world, they might be doing a few more. I mean, it might be, but I'm thinking they're doing 20,000 runs, and then when that one sells out, they might decide to run another 20,000, or they might not, just depending on what it is and what the thought process that went behind it, right? Or if a mold broke. There's so many variables that could happen all behind the scenes that we don't see. But that's what I'm saying, right? So let's just say that that's how many they made. If they only made 20,000 of them, you have to agree with me that there's 20,000 collectors out there that all went after this at the same time, at the same place, on the same day, because they told us all when they were going to be there. Hey, that's just how I feel about that. Have I seen any pictures of the Gorilla King Kong pots pre-order? I have not seen those at all. And maybe they're going to be here on the IG if they're up for pre-order. They're normally here on Instagram. If they're not here on Instagram, then you can normally find them over on the app. I have not seen anything about them. I didn't know that they were making them. I bet they're going to look really cool though if they do make them. That Skeletor though with that purple is really hot. But let's move off of him. I think that this one's going to steal. No, this is a Barbie. I think these Barbies, I think they did a good job with these guys. I like how they did the fake eyelashes on there. Now, I'm not running out to collect them. I think that they even put like a cell phone in her hand. Is that what they have right there? They should definitely not put that cell phone in her hand. But it looks like she has a cell phone in her hand, so she's out busy on Instagram or whatever it is she's doing at that moment. Maybe she's taking a selfie. Who knows? but I think that they're doing a good job with these. I'm not running out to collect them anytime soon, but I still respect the fact that they're making them, right? Let's see what we have here, and this is going to be a Johnny Cash. Let's see if I'm right on that. Did I hit that one on the? Let's see. No, it is not. Well, it's Sean. I'm not even going to try and say it. Mendez. Sean Mendez. There we go. That doesn't happen often. So Sean Mendez looks a lot like Johnny Cash. Now that goes back to what I say when it comes to a lot of these like people pops, right? A lot of the times when they make these people pops, it's really hard to tell who they are out of the box, right? So when you get like, and I'm just going to try and like think of some right offhand, right? When you get to, hey, I can't think of any right offhand, but there's a few of them that what about Bob's that you can't, if I took that out of the box, you'd never know who that was. That's just somebody that's out of the box. So he's one of them that's going to be, once you take him out of the box, you're never going to know who this guy is. It could be just about anybody at that point. You're just not going to know. It's one of those guys that are out of the box, and we'll all know that he's a pop, and I'll continue to call him Johnny Cash, and people will continue to correct me on it, and that's just the way it'll be. Moving on from him, they have the new Mickey out, which is celebrating the 80 years. This is the Fantasia pop. They are really doubling down right now on this Fantasia stuff, but they've really doubled down on the Mickey stuff in general. Let's be completely honest with each other. They have really been doubling down lately when it comes to the Mickey Mouse and what they're doing and all of that good stuff. Guys, I want to say that JKL and Mr. TechBot are going live today, and I don't know what time it is, but they're going to be doing some kind of I can't necessarily remember what it was. Here, we're going to get Chris to tell us what it was real quick. This is how we're going to do this. Let's see. Can we get him on camera there? Chris, how you doing, brother? How you doing? What time is your and JKL's live today?
With JKL?
Yes. What time is that?
6 o'clock.
6 o'clock. What are y'all doing again?
Huh?
What are y'all doing again?
We're doing the Buddy the Elf breakfast.
There you go. Thank you, brother. Have a good one. I see you. Yes, I am. Hey, nothing. I had to get you to tell everybody real quick what time you and JKO were going to be on there.
Yeah, we're going to do the Buddy the Elf breakfast with a bottle of Coke just like he does it.
There you go. All right, brother. I'll see you there. So make sure that you are there to check them out. At 6 p.m., they're going to do some kind of like crazy Buddy the Elf where they're going to put the macaroni and the maple syrup and the Coke and all of that craziness. So make sure at 6 o'clock tonight you head over to, I don't know if it's going to be on both their channels or if it's just going to be on Mr. TechBot's channel. I don't really know, but make sure that you go check those guys out at 6 p.m. I will definitely be there to check that out. That Mickey to me is a really strong Mickey, and it screams to me Fantasia. This is the one that I have been waiting for right here, though. This one right here is going to be the 10-inch Deadpool on Throne. This is a GameStop exclusive, so you'll have to go to GameStop to pick this guy up. You'll probably have to pre-order him because GameStop is just not carrying that much inventory anymore when it comes right down to it. They're kind of wanting you to come in and pre-order your stuff. So make sure that if this is one of them you're going after, like myself, that you get over and get this guy pre-ordered. Really, really, really awesome pop. And this one to me is going to be one of my favorite 10-inch pops when I get him in my possession, because look at him. I mean, he's sitting on that throne. He has the Kraken around him. Just a really, really, really awesome pop. Let's see what else they have here on the IG. I think we're kind of running out of them. We're going to get into some Harry Potter stuff. They got some more Mandalorian stuff. We have some WandaVision. The WandaVision stuff, like I said, if I can get Mr. TechBot and JKL and JB and all to agree, we're kind of going to do like a whole like we did with the Mandalorian, right? We're going to do a right after the episode. We'll come on and we'll do a review. Maybe this time we'll be a little bit more organized. Who knows? I don't really know. We kind of do that for fun, and we just hang out and talk and have a good time. We love having y'all come and hang out with us. So if that's something that you're into, how about throw a thumbs up over there, throw a thumbs up on the video. Let me know if that's something y'all want to see us do. I think that it'll be a lot of fun. I really enjoy doing those. I like hanging out with those guys. They tend to teach me a lot about stuff that I know very little about. So I think that that's really going to be it, guys. I see that they have, this is one of them that, this goes back to this. I don't come on here unless I'm here with y'all. So I want to say that this is going to be Garcia. Did I say that right? Is this going to be like, maybe I'm right, maybe I'm wrong. I don't really know. I don't know, but it's some whole like Grateful Dead bears, and it looks like maybe there's some weed pipes hanging around there. That's I guess we should probably get off that one. I don't know who posted that one. They got Chris's favorite right here. They leaked it for him. Gonna have the Lucha Libre. I'm sure I didn't say that right neither. Hey, wifey, how are you doing? So that is going to end it for our Instagram. And then I'm going to kind of move over to the Funko site and see what they have on there. See if they released anything new here recently. I doubt that they've released anything new here, but Mr. TechBot says that is the Grateful Dead guy hanging out with Jerry Garcia, right? Is it Jerry Garcia? Am I right? Am I correct on that one, or is Jerry Garcia only an ice cream? Because I know that Jerry Garcia has some pretty good ice cream. I just don't know if that's like him, but I think that's him. And I'm gonna say that that's him. That's definitely has to be Jerry Garcia. But if it's not, go ahead and tell me that it's not. All right, let's get off of that one real quick, and then I'm going to pull up the Funko site and see if they got anything new on there, see if they released anything lately. They do that from time to time. They release some new stuff. Right now, and I'm going to leave that up so that you guys get to see it that way, just in case y'all want to like go over there and order something real quick. They actually have like this whole, it looks like 10% off their site. I don't know if that's something that they're doing for Christmas or what's going on there. There's really no telling, if we're being honest. But let's pull that up. So they have the whole, what does that say real quick? That is a 10%. I'm going to have to get that in. It says, welcome, 10% off your first. I think that says Fantastica order. They do a whole play with words, right? Funko really likes to do a whole like play with words, like Funko, right? Fun company. They really love to do like this whole like play with words. So I don't really know if that's what they were doing. Did he say? He said Cherry Garcia. What do you mean that's not? Yeah, the ice cream's got. Well, I was close enough, right? Close enough for government work. So it looks like they have like this whole 10% going off. I don't know if that's their way of like trying to do like this whole Christmas for us. I don't know. But if you go over there right now and you order some stuff, they got it at 10% off on this moment. I'm going to click off of that and see what they have on here. They really have been doubling down lately on their t-shirts. Now, I'm used to kind of seeing these t-shirts come with a combo. So let's see if this one is a combo. No, it is not. So that is just the shirt that they are selling, which is odd. You don't typically see them just sell the shirt. But that is just for the shirt. And here we go all the way to the bottom of the page, man. Y'all know how I feel about that, right? Every time I like try and back up on this page, it kicks me all the way to the back. We're going to pull this one up for our buddy, Mr. TechBot, who's in the chat right now. This is one of his favorite things in the whole wide world. He spends a lot of his pastime just sitting down and playing Fortnite. So next time you're around Mr. TechBot, you let him know that you really appreciate how big of a Fortnite fan he is. And let's see. You're looking forward to the 1984 release. Yes, so I kind of touched on that a little bit earlier on the pops, Chris, from the whole like Wonder Woman, how they came out so early. Nobody really bought them because none of us really understood what they were for. We knew that they were for a movie that they hadn't released, but we didn't understand the pops, right? I have a feeling that people are going to regret not buying those pops in the future. I have a feeling people are going to regret it because once the movie comes out, people see what the pops are about. I have a feeling that people are going to really want to go get them at that point, and it's going to be too late. It's going to be absolutely too late. They went on sale forever ago, and you're just not going to be able to get your hands on them. If they didn't go on sale, they probably threw them in trash cans, or you can find them at the bottom bin of your Walmart somewhere. You know that, and that's the other thing. The boxes are going to be so wrecked that you're just not going to be able to figure it out. Now, I think that a lot of this is some stuff that we went over last week, so I'm going to kind of like get off of this really fast and move right into their DC and see if they have anything else coming out or see if they've re-released stuff, because that's really why I like to get on here while we're sitting here, is just to see if they have any like re-release stuff. Let's see. Josh says that he is a Fortnite fan. I am too. I only played a couple of times. I haven't played it that much lately. I probably picked it up for one time in the past year. I sat down and played a game real quick. I used to be really big into it, not so much anymore. Let's see. No, I have look, I have an idea. If you're gonna do a video and you're just going to like destroy some pops, you have to do it with the flamethrower. So think about this. If you're going to destroy some pops, you have to do it with a flamethrower. Now you got to get your flamethrower, you got to get it all set up, you got to make it very theatrical before you like burn them to the ground. But that's how you do this. I've decided that you either do it with that or you do it with tannerite, and I just can't really figure out which one it is exactly that you do. But I don't live in the country anymore, and I don't know how much my neighbors would appreciate me shooting tannerite. So I think that I'm going to need to go with a flamethrower is my idea. If you're just going to make an epic video like getting rid of some pops, I think that's the way that you do it. Now let's see what they have. I know that this Superman, I want to say, is a re-release. I want to say that this is a much older one, but let's click on him real quick and the box will let me know. This one's going to be from the Justice League. He is going to be a little old. Now how old, I'm not 100% sure, but I know that I have this one right here posed in 3 different poses in the Chrome 3-pack that came out in the 2018 con. I can't remember if they came out in the San Diego con or the New York con, but it was one of those. It was a 3-pack, red, white, and blue. Really awesome pops. I really like those pops. That's a pretty cool pop. I'm not gonna lie to y'all. That's actually one of them that's probably on my list that I'll scroll back through here and grab at some point. And it doesn't really look like anything else. So they have the 89 Joker, they have Catwoman, this Red Rain Batman that's never going to leave. They'll have that thing the rest of their life. And then you have all of these Wonder Woman pops that I was just talking about. Now, when these things came out, none of us had any clue what they were coming out for. We didn't see the movie. We had seen none of that, right? So we didn't really know. Is it a flamethrower? Well, you got to find one of those states where you can play with that kind of stuff. But that's an epic idea. So these are the pops that I'm kind of talking about. But when these things were at Walmart, there was a lot more than just the 4 of these, right? There was 5, 6, maybe 8 different variances of this pop. And for example, and I'm just going to click on one real quick. We had no clue, right, what this all gold Wonder Woman is doing, right? Is she a flying Wonder Woman? And that's what we're going to like. That's what I'm going to say it is, right? But when these first came out and the movie had to get pushed back due to COVID-19 and all of that, we didn't really give these pops a fair like view because we didn't really know what they were about. So they kind of got released really early and we didn't have a clue, right? So I have a feeling that if you don't get these pops and you wait until after the movie comes out and everybody jumps on the Wonder Woman craze, because that's what it's going to be, it's going to be a Wonder Woman craze. Video ideas, many ways. Yes, there is lots and lots and lots of ways to destroy some pops, and I think that the tannerite and the flamethrower is the way to go. I don't think that my wife will let me buy a flamethrower, if we're being completely honest right now. I think if I asked for a flamethrower, it'd be a hard no. But maybe if I like told her it was farm equipment for like burning down a field or something, I just got to think about the way I word this. Joshua, I am doing good. I am doing really good, brother. How are you doing today? I just got to change the way that I word the flamethrower, right? I can't just come after the flamethrower. I got to like change it into some kind of forestry or farming equipment, right? She's on and said no. I kind of thought it would be a hard no. I mean, just saying, I thought that would be a hard no. Let's see. All ready for battle. Yeah, I have not seen this movie yet, and that's what I'm saying. I have a feeling that these pops are going to go up in value really fast once people figure out what they are and what they're doing with them and where they've been. We're going to see this one significantly go up in value really fast. And let's see what else they have on there. So I see that they had the Wonder Woman stuff. Here we go, starting all the way back down at the bottom, and it looks like that they're just eat up with the Wonder Woman stuff. I mean, just and here we are. Well, I didn't scroll through this all the way, so you can see here we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 Wonder Woman pops, then the minis, then the keychains. Let's click next real quick. I'll give Funko credit. It looks like that here at the end of the year they really slimmed down their inventory. Now let me go over to Star Wars and see if I can find a Boba Fett. We have the old Yoda on there. This is the much older 124. Let's see. We have the R2D2 back on there, number 32. We got the 380 Moff Gideon, which is pretty awesome. I don't have a Moff Gideon. I might honestly order that one because I did not order the Moff Gideon in the t-shirt. And let's see. And there's really nothing else on there. So they have the 2-pack of the Princess Leia and Han Solo. I thought that this was a con exclusive, but they're not showing a con sticker on there, which is kind of crazy to me. Lately, I've kind of been seeing them throw some con stuff back on there, which I don't necessarily know that I agree with, and I don't necessarily know that I disagree with it either. Now, this is one of them that I never picked up, and I guess they just re-released this one. I do know that this one has a Chase variant, so that's going to be the Chase variant where it's just coming out of his mouth versus like it looking like it's all the way coming out of his mouth. I don't really know how strong of a Chase variant that is, or if that's something that I would run and like pick up anytime soon. And if I'm being honest, I don't even really know what that guy is from. So let's see what else they have. They have a lot of this WandaVision. Guys, I'm just going to kind of go over this real quick. I'm starting to run out of time, so I'm just going to kind of like blow through some of this. They're kind of doubling down on the whole WandaVision stuff right now. Your thing is pixely. Yeah, I don't necessarily know why. Let's see the movie. Let's see the new movie. Really got bad reviews so far. Yeah, I don't know. Once again, Palmetto, I haven't really like sat down and watched the movie. I don't even know where they released it. I mean, I guess that the theaters aren't open, so it had to get released on one of the sites, right? So was it released on Disney Plus? I know who can tell me that. Chris can tell me that. So is it released on Disney Plus? Is it one of them that like went that way? I'm not 100% sure. Hooked a flamethrower to a drone. Hook that to a remote. Look, that is a really, really good idea. Now I think that once you start modifying things on a flamethrower, that you start to become into like, I'm trying to figure out how to say it. You start coming into air traffic rules. So I don't think that that's something that I want to do and then record, because I think that I could like honestly get in trouble for that. But that's this is where I'm gonna stay. So Joshua, here are your Groots. Now this is an 18-inch Groot. It's probably the biggest group that they ever made. It's probably going to be the biggest group that they will ever make, right? I don't honestly see them making another Groot anytime soon, but that is the 18-inch Groot right there. Well, Chase, I'm just gonna say that I have a feeling that that's what's going to happen with the new Star Wars series when they make and I can't remember her name right offhand. She was the Marshal from the last movie, and I know that Chris over there can help me out real quick. But She's the Marshall from the last movie. I have a feeling that that's what's going to happen with her, right? No one's going to care about the movie line of that Star Wars. The only thing they're going to care about is the fact that she's starring in that Star Wars. So I have a strong feeling that one's going to be the same way. That it doesn't matter like what she does, everyone's going to watch it. So Chris says that one was released on HBO. What that's I'm kind of confused. Is Wonder Woman's DC, isn't she? That's why that's not going on. Now I totally understand what's going on. Totally understand what's going on. So it's going to be on there tomorrow. Let's see. All right. See what else they have on here real quick as we are running out of time, guys. Don't forget, tomorrow it's 6 p.m. I'm going to say Standard Eastern Time. Had no clue what Standard Eastern Time means, but it means something because everyone says it. Tomorrow at 6 p.m. Standard Eastern Time, Mr. TechBot and myself will be live. As always, we're going to have a special guest, Dankster TV. So Gilbert from Danksters TV is going to be on there. Really awesome guy. He's actually the reason me and Chris started talking to begin with. Gilbert did this giveaway where he had 6 or 7 channels you had to go subscribe to. One of them was mine. One of them was Mr. TechBot. Then he had us all live, and in the live after that, me and Chris hit it off, and we just been doing this ever since. So we're going to have Gilbert on there. They do have the old Captain America. I have not this version of the Captain America, but it's with the older suit. I need to click on the box and see if it's the same because that kind of looks like it is the same. Let's see. That is not. Okay, so I have the anniversary edition to this one. Chris picked up for me. We did a trade on something. I can't really remember exactly what the trade was, but we did a trade on something, and he sent me the anniversary edition of this one. Now, I have the anniversary edition of this one, which is my favorite Captain America pop that is in my possession. This one is a really strong Captain America pop. I mean, even if it's not in the anniversary edition, the only difference between this one and the anniversary edition is that the anniversary edition has a little bit of it's a little bit duller, right? So it makes it look like it's dated, makes it look like it's from that time period. That is a really awesome Captain America. Yes, that is Captain America. That's what I was just saying. So I will probably get on there and actually grab that one because that will go right along with the anniversary edition that Chris picked up for me. Really awesome pop. But as I was saying, guys, tomorrow we will be live at 6 p.m. Standard Eastern Time. Lots of cool stuff coming up next week. Now, I got some packages that were supposed to that were coming. I didn't quite get the video out in time, so they will be after Christmas. That should have been before Christmas, but they'll be after Christmas. They're still going to come out. Still really cool. They'll still be really relevant. I don't really see much else on here other than this Wolverine. That's another one of the really old ones. So they must be trying to clear out some of their inventory at this moment. And guys, when I'm showing you these, a lot of times you need to go ahead and grab them because what it says to me is that they had a box somewhere sitting in a back corner of their warehouse and they had to figure out something to do with it. So they threw it back up on here for sale. So this is going to be Wolverine Marvel. I'm going to go back over there real quick so I can get, yes, that's a Marvel. That is going to be the Wolverine Marvel number 5. Now, I need you to think about this for a minute. Marvel number 5. I bet the Marvels, and I'm just going to look around real quick and see if I can find one that I could just grab real quick. I'll bet that the Marvels at this moment are way up there on the numbers. And I'm trying to just look around real quick and see if I can find one and just see if I could just tell you what number they're on. But I bet they are way up there. So that's going to tell you like how dated that Wolverine is. I bet he's from way back. I mean, I bet he's easily from 2011, right? So if you don't have the Wolverine, you don't have that Captain America, you should definitely go check those guys out. They're back on the site. That's one of the reasons why I like to kind of scroll through there and see what they've dropped on there, just so that I can see like what they have that they haven't really showed lately, right? So let's see, the Endgame movie busted at the box office. Well, I mean, with the box office right now, it's really hard to talk about like if a movie's any good or not, right? Based on the box office, because there's not a whole lot of them open. What is open is probably not doing that well because people are afraid to go out. People don't want to get sick. And look, I understand if I think that it should be done a little differently, but I'm not going to get into that because some people feel strongly about it. Some people don't feel strongly about it. I feel that we should protect our at-risk group and then let the rest of us figure it out. But that's just the way I feel about it without getting into it and without going any further. That's all I'm going to say. Next week, as I was saying, I have some boxes that I'm unopening from some of the people that may or may not be in this chat right now. So that's going to be next Thursday. And then I'm trying to think what I have from there. You know, guys, I make all of my videos a week out in advance. So it trying to sometimes come back and remember exactly what the videos are, it sometimes just doesn't happen to me. Let me see. All right, guys. So I think that's pretty much going to do it for today. Unless y'all have anything that y'all just want to talk about real quick. I don't really know what you mean by the zombie bundle, Chase. Was there a bundle somewhere? You're gonna have to like let me know exactly what was going on there. Is there a bundle for sale somewhere that you can like get your hands on? I'm not 100% sure. You will have to let me know on that one because I just don't know. Let's see. And that's going to be it, guys. So don't forget tomorrow to come hang out with Mr. TechBot and myself. We're going to be live at 6 p.m. Standard Eastern Time, as we are every Friday. We're going to have Dankster TV on there. We're going to be talking about our top pop picks of 2020, which is a really cool list. Now, this list went in a completely different direction than I would have seen it going at the early 2020, right? Early 2020, I would have thought the list would have went one way. It went a completely different direction as the year changed. Guys, I truly appreciate y'all coming on here and hanging out with me. And if you have not already hit that subscribe button, go ahead and hit that subscribe button. But now, hit a thumbs up on this video. Let's try and get it out there a little bit further. I really appreciate y'all hanging out with me, guys. Have a good day. Hey, and before I get off of here real quick, Merry Christmas, guys. Y'all will see me tomorrow, but Merry Christmas.